chasing the easy life. We're chasing the easy life. We're chasing the easy life. We're chasing the sun tonight. We're chasing the easy life. Easy life. We're chasing the 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 sun tonight. We're chasing the easy life. Easy life.
Often I've been getting the question, why a Mercedes engine and not a new UAZ engine, for an example? Well, the answer is actually really simple. I had a lot of issues with my old UAZ engine, which was a carburetor and the ignition, so not the newer injection engines. And on the one hand, if you would buy a new UAZ engine, it's like $3,000. And the other thing is, I was planning to do a lot of kilometers, miles with it in countries where they don't have UAZ. So even if I would have bought a more expensive new UAZ engine, it would be difficult to repair in some countries. And the Mercedes engines are really, really reliable. They're really, really good, even though they're 20 years old, and they're easy to fix in every country, and they're like way cheaper. This engine was $700. Plus that the Mercedes engine is really light on fuel, and the UAZ engine is less light on fuel, and it's diesel, so it's in some countries cheaper. About what engine it is, this is a OM661 Mercedes engine. It is built in Germany, but it's built for the Sangyong Muso 1, for the Korean industry. To build in this engine, you have the mounts where the engine is hanging on. You have to weld new mounts. I have the engine plus clutch, which is Mercedes, and then my gearbox is UAZ, and the last about 2 centimeters of the gearbox you have to make a little bit thinner in order for it to fit. For the rest, obviously, you have to draw a new gas line and a new clutch line. For the rest, this is a turbo engine with 100 horsepower, which means it's as fast as the 2017 was. Well, it's 115 horsepower, so it's a little bit slower. It's fast enough. It's not super fast, but it's fast enough. The turbo did give some extra issues to install it, because the four-wheel drive lever, the mechanism is in the way of the turbo, so you have to change that mechanism. This is a new original UAZ radiator, and this is a bowl for the radiator fluid, which UAZ originally does not have. Engine, OM661 engine. We added in a sensor here. The sensor is for the fan, and it has 2 speeds. So the fan will go on automatically. I think speed 1 at 80 degrees and speed 2 at 85 or 90 degrees, somewhere there. In order to put the turbo on, it's a bit of an issue. The turbo is here. You have to add a intercooler. So this is an intercooler which goes to the front, in front of the radiator and back. Also, the intercooler has an automatic fan on it. Next to that, the air intake is behind the seat. And this is where the snorkel is attached on the inside. The generator of the engine charges the batteries, but there are 2 different sizes. The starter battery is 70 amps and the house battery is 200 amps. And normally you will buy a battery isolator. A battery isolator first charges the start battery. When that one is full, it starts charging the house battery. You cannot charge them at the same time because they are different sizes, so then the engine will overcharge the small one. In the countries where in the countries where I've been lately, I could not find a battery isolator, so I solved it differently. I have a kill switch on the minus of the small battery, and then the plus cables are all connected. But then I have a kill switch which is in between the plus of the small battery and the plus of the big battery. So this means that if I put the switch for the big battery off and the minus switch for the small battery on, then I'm driving on a small battery. And if I turn the minus of the small battery off and I turn the plus in between on, then I'm driving on the big battery and I'm charging the big battery. In reality, I always drive on the big battery because that's the one I really want to charge. The passenger seat is the bowl for washing the windows. This plexiglass window is really good to have for when I'm driving in dusty areas, to keep the dust out of the back, but especially also for the night, because there's no point of heating the front when I'm sleeping. I have a 65-liter tank right there, and on the other side I have a 30-liter tank which I use for my heater. The ground clearance is absolutely crazy.
We're chasing the easy life. We're chasing